think. Who do you want to beat? Who do you really want to go out there one day and just crush and then raise your hands in victory as you come out of that little plexiglass penalty booth?
Crush? Man, I really want to say a Korean player, but
Yeah.
they don't really get on my nerves at all. If I had to choose anybody, I wonder.
I can guess who.
I can guess who, too. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to say it either. I was thinking it. I'm like,
But see, the thing is, the players that do annoy me, that I want to crush really badly, I have beaten them before.
Yeah.
So it's not something crazy.
Just not in a
So
public
if I
yet.
had to, I don't think Boxer plays anymore, but I would say Boxer because he's the guy who just inspired me to play. You know, if I could ever beat him, I'd be like, holy crap! You know, this would be awesome.
Yeah, it's like the student beating the teacher. You know, taking down the mentor.
Indeed, yeah. Like the next generation. All right, so we do have a question from the audience. From NanoCloud. He wants to know what your favorite SC2 player is, which I think we already know now.
Yeah.
Ah, NanoCloud. God, I hate him. Him and his buddies went on my stream for the longest time, like sniping me.
Yeah, he's lolling right now in the chat.
I'm not a troll. What are you talking about?
I think he even got Clarity Gaming Bales to snipe me. But who is my favorite SC? Oh, you guys should already know.
Well, since Slayer's not playing anymore, let's change that to your favorite current player.
Yeah. Flash.
Yeah.
This is my favorite dude.
You know, surprisingly, I'm going to be like the normal person out there. I'm going to say Flash. Just because that guy is crazy. He never loses in Brood War, and when he came into StarCraft 2, he's like pretty much like one of the top players already.
Exactly.
I've never seen that before, even from a professional player coming out of Brood War, to actually catch on that fast.
He is a machine.
He's literally the Flash.
Nano throwing you some love. All right, so any other questions? We'll give you a couple more seconds. Is there anything that you want to say, you know, any advice to players coming up that might be stuck in the silver or gold leagues, you know, as to, you know, how to get out of that rut and how to get up where you are?
The biggest thing is probably hotkeys and micro. Not so much macro. Like everybody can sit there and macro. Like most players will macro, but they just won't get out of that, out of those leagues doing it. They actually have to understand how to. Macro is good. You have to do it behind microing. But if you just throw your units in there, like let's say there's Colossus, you have Bio, they all get evaporated. Then you're like, oh my god, fucking Protoss is OP. You know? Like I'll never get out of this league now. But you know. If you can be creative and actually micro, even if you're racking up like 2K, if you're sitting there killing shit with one unit like a Banshee, you're not going to be behind, you know?
Yeah,
that's something I've learned back when I wasn't that good, but I was still good at microing. I would have like 3K minerals in my base, but I'd have one Banshee with like 50 kills. And then I would just be like, oh, okay, here's 100 barracks. Let me go ahead and make units now and finish them.
There you go.
Know?
That's kind of how I do it with Mutalisks. I'll harass my Mutalisks the mineral line back and forth until I just have, you know, enough to...
Keeping your economy up in microing. So that basically means hotkeying.
So playing the game perfectly.
Jumping between 1, 2, and 3.
If Day9 was listening to the stream right now, he'd be like, no, macro and micro.
Like, I know everybody's going to probably disagree with me, but that's what I say.
You can't disagree with proven success. I mean...
No, especially in the lower leagues. I think the micro dominates.
Yeah.
Let me just say, when StarCraft 2 came out and I was playing, like, Adra and some players, like, the first time I ran into Adra, I was like, all I was doing the entire time was going 2 racks before the supply depot. That's all I did.
2 racks
against every player, and I would bunker rush. And... I got to Diamond League, which was the highest back then, just doing only that.
That's ridiculous.
And see, if you can be super cheesy and you're really good at it, eventually you'll learn the macro part of the game. But you already have the micro down. At least in my opinion.
Okay.
So that's just from experience.
Maybe that's my problem. I never really focused on micro. I've always focused on macro and getting 3 bases up and all that. I never really tried to micro, so I'll have to give that a shot, see if that can't help me out, get going.
I definitely say try it. See what happens.
He only said, since when do you only make one Banshee? Imp Beast.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you're always going to make one after it. Like
Yeah.
that's the simplest TBT build, is to rush Banshee and then just use one Banshee to keep sniping off units, whether it's Marines, even if they have a turret in their base, because what you're doing at home is still making units.
Exactly.
And you're killing off their army. Like, that's probably the simplest build anybody can probably do. Is just microing like that and then building the force and pushing out and finishing the enemy. But obviously it's going to be at a higher extent. The way I'm playing right now.
Yeah. Your APM is just a little bit, higher than mine. Not by much, just, a lot.
That's funny.
I'm surprised I'm not a random player, though.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Brood War, I played every race. I was best with Zerg, surprisingly, because I macroed a lot in Brood War. I'd go 3 base right away with Zerg. But with StarCraft 2, because Wings of Liberty was only Terran-based campaign, I just got used to Terran, and then I just didn't want to play anything else, and I was like, crap. And I started playing the other races. I'm like, man, I suck with these races. So then I just stuck with Terran the entire time, which I think was a good thing, because usually when you go random, it's very difficult to be really good at the game.
Yeah.
Normally you have to focus on one race. But I do kind of wish I went the random route.
Just so you
just
could have
because
more
I think I'd be... Because people are already trying to guess my Terran builds. Imagine if they're trying to guess my Zerg or Protoss builds.
What build is he doing? Instead of one race with 20 opening builds that are all heavy, micro-focused harassment, now you have 3 races with 20 builds each. Now you have to guess between one of 60 builds to try and figure out what you're doing, and I think they just, Idra rage quit right from the, game start.
I can't believe
I do get that a lot on ladder, though. Like, I'll play some players, and when I beat them once, and then I queue up and I run into them again, they just leave.
Really?
I'm like, free win. There we go.
Hey, that's one way to get your ladder points up. They just like, I don't even want to deal with this. I'm out.
I always make fun of it on my stream, and I'm like, oh, I built the SCV before him, so I win.
That's awesome.
All right, man. It doesn't look like we have any more questions in chat. Was there anything you want to say before we close down the interview portion of this?
No, that's about it.
All right.
For everybody who is actually watching the stream, thanks for checking it out and listening to my little bit of history.
And if you haven't already, if you could like us on Facebook, RuFF, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Tampa eSports.
Yeah, that way we can communicate with you.
Got to link me up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm supposed to link it to him. It should be on the. Never mind. I thought it was on the link was on the overlay.
Tampa eSports.
All right, so to everybody else still out there listening, me and Rob are going to continue on and take a look at this game that RuFF did send over to us. We're going to see, an interesting game. You said it was 7 base versus 4 base. You said was the title of it, RuFF?
Yeah, 4 base.
Pretty much. Basically, let's just say everything gets mined out except the 2 bases, and I was on 4, and the Zerg mined out 6, and I'm pretty much battling between my bases that he's trying to steal, and I managed it.
Because he's out of money, so he's trying to steal your bases to mine more. All right, so everybody
I'll show you some late game Zerg action. This is basically what it's
Well, some late game RuFF action. That's rare enough.
That is very rare. There you go. All right, so everybody's still watching. Right there in the middle. That's RuFF. Follow him on Twitch TV. RuFF13. Is that RuFF13?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Twitch TV RuFF13. Follow him. Watch him stream when he does his streams. Shadow over there. Underneath is twitch.com/
No, that's just Twitter.
Oh, that's your Twitter. Okay. Well, He posted his Twitch in the chat, so just scroll up. And then, as always, I am Shinigami right there down below. Right there. Twitch TV, ShinigamiTV. Follow us. Please like onto us. Help us, to grow the Tampa eSports brand and spread out throughout the rest of the state and just take over and get all sorts of gamers involved and have all sorts of fun.
RuFF, thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's no problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to get off of that screen and go into that screen. And Yeah, we'll just go into that while we're setting this up. All right, Rob's
And
going
I
to
have
queue
no
up the
idea how
game.
to hang up Skype.
You have no idea. Well, he's going to hang up. He can just leave the call.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just leave Skype going, and when he's ready to roll out, if he doesn't want to listen to us anymore, he can roll out. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So, did you just end the call too? You rat bastard, Rob. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm not quite a Skype master here.
All right, so we're going to jump into this game and take a look at what we got. I'm going to check on the sound levels while you do that. Folks in chat, why don't you throw me how's the sound going? I know we had some issues there, but I think I fixed everything.
And make sure you archive this.
Yeah, I'll do the highlight and I'll upload to YouTube.
Very cool.
Like I did with the last one. Once I do the highlight, it'll be archived.
Okay. And I don't know if they have like an auto leveler or anything, so you can just kind of smooth out the sound.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm adjusting it, manually on all my different sound things because you guys were really low and I was really high, and I think I've fixed it because nobody's said anything about it in a while. So.
All right. So when you're ready, I'm gonna go ahead and hit watch.
Go for it. All right, so that's what the Grandmaster emblem looks like. It's all shiny and pretty, and so wait, he's going up against someone that's in that's top 5, isn't it? That's the top 5 emblem on there in GM, in the league.
Yeah, higher rank than he is.
Yeah, so higher rank than he is. In Alkaline Waste, and it's Alkalite Bit S. Oh, Alkalite Bits. I don't know. Alright, so there's the Zerg, and let me close that down and switch to that. I hope that's the right one. We'll see here in a second. Yep, there we go. Yep, that's it. Okay.
Why are there 2 roughs?
Why are there 2 roughs?
I think I watched on one stream, there was another guy named Ruff. That he named his Smurf account Ruff.
Oh, that ain't right. I bet it's you-know-who. Trying to slander his name some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it a lot. Like, I think that's how Marine King started, actually, is he would name himself Boxer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I remember that. Because when he first started playing in the pros, he was still Boxer. He was, and then he changed it to Marine King or whatever. Starting off as a troll.
So apparently, I'm too quiet.
You're too quiet. All right, let me fix this. Mixer. Ba-doo. All right, how about now? Try and say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Balls of steel.
All right, let me know how that balls of steel sounded. And he's echoing. Yeah. I don't know why the echoing is going on. Audio settings are maxed out.
Was it echoing during the interview?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I was adjusting it as I could. It's my microphone. For some reason, my microphone is picking up my headset. Like it's coming out as my headset. I don't know what's going on with that.
Alright. So we're going to go ahead and pause it real quick until we can figure out the sound.
Alright, so let me try.
Balls of steel. Hopefully somebody gets that.
Let me try changing the microphone